You're fighting with a shovel. Alright, let's speed the battle down. Let's start building up brave points. Mostly just because I want Gloria to scan before I do anything, just in case there's any like useful information. You are going to scan Glenn, 35,000 HP. I believe that said you're weak to lightning. No, not that button, the X button. You're weak to lightning, daggers, and sharp, pointy things. Alright. Do I have any... Dream within a dream. That is weirdly appropriate. As the Phantom. But you're gonna default. Elvis... I might just... What was the criteria for this? I need to switch to solid stance. Alright. I'll switch to solid stance and then just let Elvis counter. Let's see, Adele, does anybody have electric? I have fairly low levels on all of my job classes because I switched everyone to like a level 1 job that they had at the beginning of this recording session, so I think I will just... unless... Okay, that's singing. Heroics. Nobody has anything that is, like, super effective against this guy, so especially considering that he's just defaulting now. I think I'm gonna... What did that do? I'm not sure what that did. I'm just gonna, go to max BP. As for occultism... Alright, so that is chaining attacks together. That is, of all things, rather like No Legs from Epic Battle Fantasy V. Become the Lightning. Increase users' offenses. That's actually not bad. It does cost HP, but I'll do that twice. And then I'll, that should raise my offenses by 50%, and then I'll just go and try and, like, hit hard and fast, I suppose. Spirit Master, did I look at these yet? I may have. Don't remember. That did all of 5 damage to Adele. Heroics, I have a feeling Adele is just gonna do a lot of damage no matter what. But... Let's see, Swordcraft, solid right style. Delay the next turn, sure. 1,000 damage. Not terrible. Gloria's gonna default, you are gonna use another filter, and that is gonna infatuate Adele. Okay, so that's what that does. Fun. She's the next one who would move too, and she's probably the one who would do the most damage after me right now. But that is neither here nor there. Darkness imbued physical attack on a target versus 3 physical attacks on a target. I'm gonna see which does more damage. Dream within a dream or Shroud. Because I don't immediately know which it would be. That was like 5,000 damage in total, and of course he countered. I mentioned having like 95 complaints that I nailed to the door of Square Enix or whatever about this game, or something like that, and the fact that bosses counter literally everything was one of them. I will get there later. On the bright side, Adele stopped being infatuated pretty much instantly. So that's nice. Let's see. Because I am just done with enemies who counter, and by that I mean bosses. I'm just gonna drop an X potion on Elvis's face. And then I'm gonna defang you. I don't think you do much by way of straight up attacking, but I'll lower your offenses anyway. That does 1,000 damage is okay. Considering how much stronger I'm sure I am than you, it's not as much damage as I'd like, but 1,000 damage is okay. Alright. Note to self. If I have to do this again, which I really, really, really hope I don't, bring some items that... bring some equipment that will give me immunity to infatuation. Do I not have any... Alright. Who cares? Who cares? I sure don't. For the love of God. One of these days, and I don't know if this is allowable by the rules of the game, but one of these days, one of my infatuated characters is just gonna, like, hit him by accident. You know what? Alright, Black Magic isn't gonna do a lot, but it is not a contact move coming from Elvis. Let's see if I can Thundaga him until he dies. And let's see if he'll counter that. Of course you counter that. That's a free BP. That's Contagion. You didn't counter that one, thank God. Okay. So, you go and give yourself free BP, see what I care. That probably was a net positive, because I did a lot of damage to him in 4 turns, and all he did was get a couple BP. I'm gonna Kiraga a couple of times. Alright. That should bring everyone close to full health. Elvis, it might not be completely full health. Oh, it was. Okay. And you're gonna Brave 3 times. What's the worst that'll happen? Alright, yeah. When you actually attack me, that's not that much of a problem. Contagion is a bit of an issue. I saw it reduce one of Gloria's BP right there, but what's the magic attack buff? Let the magic flow, I think is what it's called. Work your magic. Alright, yes. That'll increase Elvis's magic attack by a tiny amount. Well, not a tiny amount, by a significant amount, and we'll see if that's enough to take him down. Or at least come close to taking him down. Alright, so everyone else is gonna be in recovery. Or Gloria won't be in recovery, but she's not gonna do anything anyway, because I don't really have anything for her to do. You're gonna use Contagion again, that's gonna deal a little bit of damage. I'm going to Kiraga Elvis. And on Elvis's next turn, which is gonna be now, we're gonna take some Contagion damage, which will reduce my MP. But 1, 2, I can use this 3 times. Before I'm out of MP. 4,000, no counter. 5,000, and you're gonna counter that one. Alright, that's just more free BP. And another 4,000, okay. I still have a really hard time taking you seriously when you're wielding a shovel.
You'll be needing to defeat this here Ogre King if you want to win the princess back. That's or leave her in my devilish clutches for good.
Alright, so you're gonna take some magic damage, that's fine. You have 1,485. Yes, that's the number. Hit points left, so I'm just gonna hit you and your shovel with my little Dreamcatcher thing a couple of times, and okay, fine, whatever. You're just prolonging the inevitable, mister. Alright. Alright, he's just being weird. So we are going to grow to level 60 on Gloria, level 5 on the Phantom Spirit Master and Sword Master and Vanguard. And, alright, Pain into Gain. That's fun. Level 5 on these things isn't bad. Let's see, what else?
And so, the Ogre King is defeated! Glenn! Gah! Wipe that gormless look off your face, will ya? The princess chose you, didn't she? And there you are doubting her. Feckless Egypt that you are. What?
He's right, Glenn. You're the hero of the story. I love you. Always have, always will. It's you I wanted to be with and no one else.
But...
No ifs, no buts. Now do what you've got to do and face the Ogre King.
Ogre King? Glenn, you mean?
Come on, hero boy! I'm waiting for you!
Anya? Glenn!
So, what do you say, Glenn? I think it's about time you woke up. Don't you?
You're right. Can't very well run away from this much longer now, can I?
You're awake, so you are.
All right there, Glenn.
So, did you see your Anya there in Dreamland?
Yeah, thanks. It meant a lot. But she told me I had to face up to you one last time.
Hey,
There's something I should have told you a while back. I know you liked her. And that you gave her up for my sake. And I know that, well, that she probably liked you too. Preferred you even.
sure, what'll we do with you? Brother of mine or no, you're an awful gobdaw, so you are. Wait there a second. Have a read of that, will you?
It's from Anya.
Sorry, Glenn. There's no easy way to say this, but I just don't feel that way about you. It's your brother I love. I hope you can forgive me.
Sent her a little love letter way back when, so I did. And that's what I got in return. The old brush off. Sure, I had to learn to deal with it, and an awful kick in the teeth it was too. But give her up for your sake. Not a bit of it. I didn't have to step aside. I was already out of the picture.
Glenn.
You loved Anya. And by crikey, she loved the pants off you. Give her that much, will you? Heavens rest her soul. Hey, do you remember when we were kids? I was always the Ogre King, Anya the princess, and you the noble hero.
So, the hero and princess stuff in your dream, that was a memory of the games you used to play?
I reckon so. Anya used to love to see this one play the hero, so she did. And I was always the awful, ugly, horrible old Ogre King.
Sure, I never thought anything of it.
Bittersweet memory. She can be a cruel mistress.
You think we should maybe give these two some time alone?
Yes, that would probably be for the best.
Hang on just a second. You've done me and my brother both a favour we'll not soon be able to repay. Here, 'tis the least I can do.
Wait, are you sure?
That I am. You'll have more use for it than me, no doubt. Drop by if you're ever in the area again, won't you?
Of course we will. Thank you ever so much.
Well, that was not how I expected that to resolve, so good job, I guess. This is the Sab Maker. Sab Makers can combine items to create entirely new ones and expertly exploit the effects of existing items as well. Compounding, I think I am going to have fun with compounding. And survey, scrutinize all enemies closely revealing their HP, vulnerabilities, and family. So that is a basically a version of the Freelancer's Examine that is not attached to the Freelancer. Okay. Which is nice because it means I don't have to go hauling around the Freelancer on somebody for the rest of time if I want to be able to scan things.
Alright, time to... Oh, what's the matter, Gloria?
Oh, nothing, really. It's just... Well, the Anya in Glyn's dream, she was just a figment of his imagination, wasn't she?
Aye, just a memory, that's all.
So why did she tell Glyn to face up to Glenn that one last time? I'm not sure it's exactly what Glyn wanted to do, are you? But then, perhaps that's why it took his dream wife to persuade him.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of strange now you mention it.
Hey!
What if it was actually the real Anya?
Ah, come on. It was just Glenn's way of geeing himself up to confront his brother.
Shut up, spoil sport. Can't a girl dream?
Ha! You believe what you want to believe. Far be it from me to stop you.
Exactly. Let's leave it at that, shall we?
Thank you.
Alright, is that it for this town? Well, there's still the other side quests. Things that I have to do outside of town. But I guess I'll do those. So, party chat. In dreams. All that visiting each other's dream stuff, it's pretty weird, right? Yeah, I must confess to having rather mixed feelings on the whole matter. Why is that, Gloria? If someone else were to force their way into my dreams, the way that we forced ourselves into Glynn's, well, I'm not sure I would appreciate it. I guess it can be pretty embarrassing. Alright, let me tell me about it. I mean, dreams are chock full of hints about your deepest thoughts and worries, aren't they? And in my case, they can be downright weird, believe me. Sounds interesting, Elvis. Tell us more. Alright, well, here's what I had recently. I was strolling along Happy as Lake when I came across this strange tankard. And what was so strange about it? The blessed thing was bottomless. I supped and supped, and it never ran dry. Naturally, I was delighted. But then it got a wee bit out of hand. Go on. The blasted thing had a mind of its own. I'd already drunk my fill, but I couldn't put it down. It just kept pouring its contents straight down my throat. Then I woke up, in a cold sweat, needless to say. Wow, I wondered what that could possibly mean. I haven't the foggiest. We're gonna leave that one there, and we're gonna leave town and see what side quests I can fill out. So there was one collection quest. There was one kill monster slash fetch quest. Let's see. One of them, the green one, is just like right out this way. On the other side of this rock. No? On the other side of this rock. Okay. And I think I had to, like, beat up a shaman. One of those dragon shamans. And I did indeed obtain a piece of earrings there. By the way, let's see. We have a new job. I do want to level the salve maker, so I think I'm going to go on to Elvis, and I'm going to make Elvis the salve maker. Where can that be found? That can be found here. Let's make that your main job. I am also going to read off the list of the things that you can do. Compounding, we know what that does. Survey, this is the version of examine for the salve maker. Widen area, use an item on multiple targets instead of one. Alright, that's cool. I don't know if that means a reduced effect of said items. I don't know if that means that, like, I don't know, if you use a cross potion, instead of healing 1500 HP, it'll only heal 375 HP for all targets. That would be kind of lame. Filter, attempt to charm a target, revive a knocked out target with 50% of their HP restored. That is at the cost of 25% of my HP. Status consciousness, increase the chance of inflicting status ailments. Maybe. I'll think about it. I have an annoying feeling that bosses are also going to be reduced to status conscious. Unless this isn't something that I try to inflict on the bosses, but instead myself. Okay. Carry on. Heartbreak. Perform a physical attack that's extremely effective on charmed targets. Alright, so that probably goes hand in hand with Filter. Where was that one? With this one? Perhaps. Thrust and parry. Reduce damage received by 15% times the number of weapons equipped. Damage is reduced by a further 20% if the high wind or dual wield passive abilities are in effect. That could potentially be a lot. Oh, you know what? These are passives. These aren't active statuses. These are passives. But that could potentially be a lot. BP Tonic. Mix some medicine that increases BP by 1 and administer it to the target. Alright, so I can just give someone else BP for free. Oh, at the cost of gold. Interesting. That might be a late game use for gold. BP Depleter. Mix some medicine that reduces BP by 1 and administer it to the target. Again, Have a funny feeling bosses aren't going to be affected by that, and I'm just going to be throwing my gold down the drain. Analysis. Perform a quick physical attack on a target that will reveal their vulnerabilities, so I can attack and reveal at the same time. For the next 3 turns, any attacks on monsters of that family will deal vulnerability exploding damage. That is really cool. Item finding amp. The effect of all... Oh, healing item amp, rather. The effect of all healing items are increased by 50%. Okay. That is actually really interesting. Let me get out of there. Let me go give Elvis some better equipment. Some recommended equipment. And... Alright, let me be on my way. I'm going to go and try to find... Oh, you know what? Before I forget... And I would have to come back here anyway after I do the other quest one way or another. But while it's on my mind, I'm going to give you that... I'm going to give you that piece of jewelry. And... You're going to give us Heiji's Jite. Whatever that is. That's a staff of some sort. Don't know what that does, but... Alright, now let me go do the collection quest. Alright, so it looks like I am looking at one of those dungeons in here. I don't know if I could have been here earlier. Oh wait, is this the... This isn't the exit to the Rheindal region, is it? Alright, no. This is a dungeon. And it seems that I have been in here before because if I can get around you, which I can't. Alright, I have been in here before, judging by the fact that that shortcut was available at the beginning of the dungeon. It seems that there is one of what I'm looking for over more or less in this direction. Please, game. Oh, come on. We're running in circles. Alright, let's try over here. Find him eventually. This is a big place. Come on, I've got to be getting close, because when I go side to side, there we go. When I go to side, to try to triangulate the location of these sugar round things a little bit, the pins move pretty fast. Or at least that one was. This one's probably right on the other side of this wall. How do I get to the other side of this wall? Alright, I can see that... Can I cross over this river at any point? That would be really helpful. I can, alright. Let me cross over this river. And... Alright, all of the sugar rhyme things are like bunched up in the corner relative to me. Ooh, boy. That will move fast. Alright, right here. Game. Alright, that is the second sugar rhyme, 2 out of 5. Third one is going to be up probably right down this path. Alright, in the middle of this clearing, this is... that's number 3. Is there any... Is this a dead end? Oh, does this go like... Oh, that's a skeleton. Does this go on to some boss arena or something? Have I been back here before? I'm not going in the direction of any more, but... I'm trying to remember if there was a boss or something in here. This looks like a boss arena of some sort. Anyway, 2 more. One is, like, due south of me. Or at least due, like, bottom-wise of me. And another one is probably pretty close to the 4th one. There's a treasure chest, which I have not opened yet. That is a mimic. Poison dagger obtained. Okay, that was actually a bit of trouble, mostly because I just kept mashing the A button, not to my advantage. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. I wanted to go this way. I see one of them right there. I really, really, really would appreciate a way to cross the river. Such as that. This is going to be... what number is that? Number 4, and... Didn't mean to teleport. Okay. No, please, don't teleport. Don't teleport me. Like, I saw the last one. Coming from over there. Alright, that was a shortcut. That is a treasure chest which I have not opened. Wow. This one is fairly obvious. It's pretty close to the beginning. 4 by fresh fish. Surprised I missed that one. Come on. It can't be that difficult to get to this last one, right? Really? Was I just not looking for treasure chests the first time? That's 4? 3 that I didn't pick up? I'm pretty sure I remember being here. But, come on, can I... Fine, I guess I can't avoid that one. Alright, number 5. Sugar I'm obtained. I think I can use a teleport stone to go back to the beginning now, can I not? Teleport stone, I have 13 of them. Let's go back to the beginning. And... Let's see. Let me just cut away back to town so that I can turn this quest in. And also, I see there is a fast travel guide here. I didn't notice you earlier. Have you been there the whole time? Probably. Anyway, her new boyfriend's got her some sugar rhymes, so she doesn't need me to get her any now. Awful, awesome. Awful, awesome. Same word, basically. But I'm a pretty cool customer, too. Yeah, proper icy. Probably why she fancied me in the first place. Keep telling yourself that, sir. Thanks anyway, you've been such a great help. Not that I care much, obviously. What am I talking about? Of course I do. Being given the cold shoulder has made me see how horrible it is. I'm going to try to be more like you from now on. That is a weird, like, character development arc packed into the span of about 3 message boxes. Alright, anything else for me to do in here? Does not look like it. So, let's see. I'm gonna go and look at my abilities. See what's been unlocked. Occultism. So I have these moves, some of which I've actually used. Perform a quick physical attack on a target. And jump to the next one if available. Increase the user's physical and magical attack by 25% for 3 turns. That is a stat buff and move. Dream within a dream. Perform 3 quick physical attacks on a target. I was not expecting a class called the Phantom to be geared towards, like... This is basically the ninja. And I guess that makes sense. This is basically the ninja. I thought it would be more like mysticism stuff. Because, you know, phantoms. I guess we already do have the Spirit Master, and that's its own thing, but so we don't really need a second one, but... extremely effective against poison targets. Alright. Anyway, I have a critical amp ability that I have. Critical damage is increased by 30%. Alright, I will replace... Yeah, I will replace Magic Critical with that. Full of Force. That's a magically oriented ability. I don't really need magical attack stuff on me. What else do I have that I can replace it with? I'll work that out on my own. I won't spend too much time here on that. I'm just gonna get rid of all the exclamation marks on the Spirit Master. We've already seen what most of those moves do. Raw Power Revenge. Alright, that is a free BP under certain conditions. I do not think Gloria, likewise, is really going to be using physical attack much, so I will switch her off to something else. Defensive offense. Yeah, a lot of these are for physical attacks, which Gloria does not have right now, so I'll switch those out later. Formulation. Alright, these are various abilities that various moves that I have. Which aren't the most interesting, but I do expect that I will have uses for, especially the survey one later. Let's see, pain into gain. That is... Alright, yeah, I don't like this one. That's a very small amount of attack buff that you don't get very often. I don't like that one. That one's basically a wasted slot. All right, let me look at everyone's let me look at everyone's abilities. I'm just gonna cut away real quick. Alright, that's enough of that. So I'm going to go... I feel like I should say the L word, level grind a little bit. And report back to Musa. Because my jobs are, like, decent levels now, but I still don't have access to some of the better things like Contagion. So... that's kind of not an option now. I would go and fight some of the unique monsters that I didn't fight yet, like the one who's been in my travelogue since a very long time ago. But I don't know. I don't think I'm quite on the level of those guys yet. By the way, you know what? You know what I might be on the level on, and maybe I can get away with doing this now. Is the Volcano Boss. Do I want to? Not really. I don't want to take chances with the Volcano Boss. Also, I feel like there is space in this menu for one more town that we have not seen yet. I don't know where that would be. Let's go to Musa.